So we was speaking about this spirituality, yes, and psychotherapist. So then sometimes when we don't work well our spiritual part, that we all are spiritual, yes, we have some pain in the body, yes. And I don't know if it's a wrong way of working with the spiritual, or it's because we have traumas. So I would like that you speak a little bit about that. How do you work with this pain?
I see. I think you are referring to this term pain body.
Pain body, yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, this is a little bit of different. I mean, you're right. There's a pain in the body, but actually, this term pain body was developed by Eckhart Tolle, and what he was saying is that the pain body is not just pain in the body. Pain body is the accumulation of suffering.
Okay.
So basically, all the psychological suffering, our personal psychological suffering, let's say all that happened in childhood, and the traumas and the abandonment and the being unloved and being criticized and bullied and being raised in a... Anyway, all of this suffering that we have had, especially in the early times, that's part of the pain body. The pain body is not just in the body. The pain body is like Eckhart Tolle talks about it, that is some kind of almost like an entity, which is both in the mind as well as in the body. So the pain body, give an example. All of these thoughts like, oh man, nobody's going to love me. I'm not good enough. Can't trust people. Any of these painful thoughts. Also, usually the painful thoughts are the ones we identify with. We don't identify with the thought that I need to put gas in my car and what a nice day and I should go to work. Those are neutral thoughts. But the thoughts like, I can't be myself, I'm unworthy of love and care, I have to be quiet, I am not good enough, I'm broken. All of these are thoughts which are painful. But the thing is that it's not just thoughts. When we have this thought, there is a correspondent unpleasant sensation in the body that we are usually not aware of. So because the body and mind are one, so the pain body manifests in the mind, and the pain body manifests as this anxiety, depression, addiction. Yeah, so that's the pain body. It's a energy field of suffering, of suffering in our life. And actually, Eckhart Tolle goes even further. It says it's not just your own Mihai suffering from this life. It's also we inherited some of the pain body of our parents. So all their unresolved issues of our parents and the traumas that haven't been resolved, we inherited them. And so that's also pain body. Also, he goes on that there is actually it's not just our parents, but it's also, you know, let's say there is the Nazi, how do we call that, with the Auschwitz and the extermination of the Jews. So these are like collective suffering that can affect generations, you know, or the genocide of the American Indians, or the oppression and genocide of African American. So these are like a regional collective pain body that we are affected by. So basically a pain body is this energy field of suffering, our own suffering from childhood, the suffering of our parents, and the suffering, the collective trauma. So Eckhart Tolle, which is a very solid and healthy spiritual teaching, which doesn't bypass a lot. So yeah, he talks about the power of now and stay in the here and now and witness and all of that. But then he's saying, hey, and then your pain body will come up. So you need to handle it. You can't just, the pain body come up and you say, oh, I'm grateful for life, I'm good, just the way I am, love and light, I love everybody, that's not going to have much effect on like hundreds of years of suffering that we have in our DNA. So yeah, so that's the term pain body. And I guess from one angle is that many spiritual teachings, they may leave chunks of pain body unresolved. So coming back to the useful therapy is that some awareness-based somatic psychotherapy help you to process this pain body, and meaning to bring awareness to it and to develop the ability to not resist it. We have very strong mechanism to resist anything unpleasant. And if we resist it, this actually is going to stay there much more. And it is going to be, let's say, if I have loneliness or sadness, this is one type of suffering. Now, if I don't want it, I resist it and reject it. Now I make it twice as heavy. Yeah. So according to Eckhart Tolle, other teachings, the way to, and I'm going to speak here 2 minutes. I recommend people to check out how to work with pain body on YouTube, Eckhart Tolle. So to not resist the pain body and but this is hard because we are not solid in our presence, let's say. So we cannot handle it. We are going to be overwhelmed by it. That's why it's good to practice mindfulness, awareness, this or that. So the idea is to meet it as if the suffering is like a child, like an upset, hurt child that has been rejected from home. And now it's coming, and to meet it. And awareness is like the loving mother, and not try to get rid of it, just to meet it, to embrace it, to bring the anxiety, the thought, the depression, to let it come up rather than reject it. We can let it come up gradually, and then to just be with it, now, the problem with that is that there's a lot of pain body, and some of it doesn't come. It's hidden. So one may need some special tools to bring up what is hidden. Like the Killaby inquiries and some other modalities. I know that there is more there, and it doesn't come up. It will come up next time I have a fight with my boyfriend, next time somebody leaves me, next time I see something on TV. It will be stirred. Basically, any pain body that is still there is going to be triggered. Basically, pain body creates triggers. Yeah, triggers. So we are triggered by the media, by the TV, by this, by everybody. So I think there's some thoughts on this pain body from Eckhart Tolle. He explains thoroughly in The Power of Now and on YouTube. I like this concept of pain body because also it's impersonal. There is some collective pain body of humanity. And the fact that what's happening now in the world, in Ukraine and in many other places, and what's happening, the economy, and what's happening, that we are destroying our mother, the planet. And why? Because of collective pain body,
So when you work with a patient, do you work with his pain body? Yes.
Basically, people are coming to therapy because of their pain body. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so how do you access to that pain body? Like this, like Eckhart Tolle say, or you have a special method that you make by yourself after many years of being in different kind of schools?
Well, there's some aspect of the pain body that it's easy to access because the client says, hey man, I have anxiety and I'm like this and nobody loves me and I feel like I'm a failure. That's like the pain body comes out. You know what I mean? So that's very easy to access. It's right there. Now, my job is to give them some tools and some knowledge to understand what is it that they are dealing with and what to do with it. And then to also go to more like the current pain body, that I can't trust women, or I can't, I keep having self-sabotage in my life. I'm about to have a good promotion and then the self-sabotage. Yeah, but these are the flowers of deeper issues. So I'm trying to go to the deeper issue. Why is it I don't trust women? Because the mother or the father was harsh, beat me, never let me be myself, it put me down, or was chaotic. So then this is my idea, that it's unsafe. I'm not safe with men or women. So because of those imprints from childhood, now if they are not processed, looked at, dismantled, it's going to keep playing up every man. Or I will attract a man or a woman that initially it seems like, oh, it's wonderful, this is the one, oh my God, it's so romantic. And then very soon, he's going to be in a different way that is going to, I'm going to play out the same dynamic I had in childhood. If we don't work our childhood dynamic with our family, the father wound, the mother wound, and all of that, family wounds, this stored in our subconscious, unconscious, and we are going to attract a partner to play out the same thing again. So I feel again I'm unworthy, I'm unsafe, and all of that, until sooner or later I realize, hey, this is a common problem here, is that all of this relationship, I am common. So there must be something here with me that I keep attracting this person and this or that, you know.